Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quick handoff. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Dropping back, it's McDonald. Throwing right. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Underwood. Discards a man. Just buried him. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to keep a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside side, it can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you're looking like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Running to the left. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McDonald. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Grabbed behind the line. It's Underwood. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Fighting off the defender. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Looking to throw for it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Third down and short, they choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's third and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. They go to the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's Riley. Bulls his way forward. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. This time on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Underwood. Just destroying his way through the field. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 14, Florida Atlantic 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the pitch. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Got his man quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Rebels want to move quickly. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Moss. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this hand.
Florida Atlantic.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's dragged down. And the Owls will hustle to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Back to pass, it's McDonald. He's right on target. At the 35, he's open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go with a direct snap. Breaks the tackle.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. You can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
To the air, it's McDonald. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Between the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Dances away from the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking for a man. It's Moss. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Now adjusting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this 2nd half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Scanning the field, it's Moss. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know they only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Boots' first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield, it's Moss. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On third down, he drops the throw. Dumps it to the back. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around. They went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. New Mexico State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 28 to Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid.
He's loose down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's McGooligan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Moss. Back open in the middle. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. third down play from the gun. Using the quick game. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That's caught. It's Reinbold. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Looking for a block. It's Washington. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This one's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Underwood. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the ground, he's got it again. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Back to throw, it's McDonald. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down after he makes the catch. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's now up to 77 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Takes the handoff. It's Riley. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rebels. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Florida Atlantic Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To the air, it's McDonald. It's caught. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Direct snap. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's McDonald. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
DB's right up on the receivers. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Underwood. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Florida Atlantic races to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to snap it quickly. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Okay, right. They'll line up to go for 2. Snap it to the back. And he's knocked down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Moss. Finds the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
Yeah, I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Moss. He looks that one in nicely. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's one thing to execute early in the game.